Hi guys, M Traveler 7 here, and I have some exciting news to share with you. I'm traveling again. After 546 days of no travel, I am getting out there and exploring the world again. Now, before you wonder where in the world I'm traveling to, I'm not traveling internationally. I'm not even traveling outside of my province of Ontario. I'm staying within province. So I am doing an Algonquin Park road trip. So Algonquin Park is one of the most famous and popular provincial parks in Ontario. The park is extremely massive, and there's a road, a highway that goes around the whole park. There's a highway that goes through the park where they have hiking trails off it as well. So I'll be starting off in Maynooth, which will be sort of our base camp for Algonquin, and then driving up and around to North Bay, around through Pembroke, and then back down to Toronto. I'm doing this trip over a week and a half, and yeah, getting out there in nature and just enjoying nature, epic views, scenery, wildlife, and that the main focus of this trip is hiking and just getting out there, enjoying the fresh natural air. In that there's a few other activities that I have planned, such as horseback riding, whitewater rafting. So there's that little bit of adrenaline activity and adventurous activities that I really love to do in there as well. But yeah, I can't believe that I'm going to be traveling again. As I said, it's been 546 days since I last traveled, which was to Quebec. I'm really excited about the trip, but it still doesn't feel like it's actually happening. And I guess it's because of everything kind of going on with COVID, and I had 3 other trips planned in Ontario that were canceled because of lockdowns and stuff like that. I leave in 1 week. So 1 week today, I'm hitting the road. And there's excitement, but it still doesn't feel real yet. I don't think it'll feel real until I get in my car, start the engine, and get out of the city and into the countryside. Then I think that might hit me, or a day or two after that, this is actually happening in that. So yeah, I'm really excited, but in another way, I'm sort of holding back that excitement because I've been disappointed so many times over the last few months of trips, road trips, and that have planned that were canceled. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to traveling again. And one of the reasons why I've decided to travel just within Ontario, mainly because a lot of things, we're still happening with COVID and stuff like that. I finally got my second dose, so I'm fully vaccinated now, which is great. It gives me more opportunities to travel internationally. But a lot of countries still have restrictions. Canada still has that hotel quarantine thing, which is out of pocket, and that's just way too expensive. And that, and also just this was extremely last minute. So trying to find something internationally last minute is next to impossible. I know it can be done, but I think with everything going on, this is the best route. Plus, it gives me a chance to check out my own backyard. As travelers, we don't usually look in our own province, territory, or state, or even country for that matter. We're always looking internationally. So this is such a huge opportunity to explore your local area. And Ontario is so massive. Like, Ontario can be a country in itself. Like, it's bigger than countries in Europe. So there's a lot to explore. And I thought this is the perfect time, because once travel gets back to more pre-pandemic traveling ways, and that, yeah, I'm going to be traveling internationally, and then I may not be traveling in Canada again. So I thought for this year, I'm going to be traveling within Ontario. I have a couple of ideas for other road trips that I want to do. And then next summer, I plan to also stay within Canada, maybe do another Ontario road trip, and then maybe go out east and or out west and check that out, and then maybe travel internationally, maybe towards the end of 2022. It just gives the world enough time to get all the vaccines out. I know a lot of countries are ahead, but a lot of countries are behind as well. and that. And then it just gives me that opportunity to support the local economy and local people to try and help them get back on their feet in the tourism industry, because tourism industry in Canada is very limited because we have relatively short summers. I know Canada's a big winter destination as well, but the majority of our tourists come in the summer. So trying to help them out as best as I can before I go out into the world internationally in that. So that's sort of the ideas of kind of what I have in mind for that. And then after this week and a half road trip, a couple weeks later, I'm heading down to Kitchener because I'll be filming a stage play for my videography business. And on either side of that, I'm going to do a lot of day trips to provincial parks and that. So I don't know if I'm going to be turning that into a film. I will be posting stuff on my social media stuff, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be doing a film for those day trips in and around Kitchener. I obviously will be doing one for the Algonquin road trip, but the other one is I'm going to hopefully be filming and then see if I can kind of create a story in that. If not, then I'll just be photos and that on my accounts and stuff like that. So with everything kind of starting to sort of have some normalcy back and, freedoms back again, and that I thought it would be a perfect time to sort of do a rebrand of M Traveler 7. So I've created a brand new logo and have gone for a more Indiana Jones style font and theme. So I'll be creating sort of like Indiana Jones posters. So the trip that I'm doing right now will be M Traveler 7 and the Algonquin road trip. And that's sort of the style that I'm going to be following for all my future trips and stuff like that. Indiana Jones travels the world, has adventures and stuff like that. So I thought that would be a perfect kind of combination for my sort of travel style, which I kind of like as well in that. So yeah, that's the rebrand in that. So yeah, I leave in 1 week for the Algonquin road trip. So make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram at mtraveler7 and watch out for the documentary. I'm not quite sure when that'll be released right now, maybe end of summer, early fall. But other than that, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'll be posting lots of photos, maybe some short videos and that. But yeah, after 546 days, I'm traveling again.